If you're an adult, disabled and homeless in Santa Cruz, Bolivia, you basically have one friend, and his name is George McCody.
¿Por qué están aquí o por qué antes estaban en la calle, no?
They're here at the two shelters McCody owns because they have nowhere else to go. According to McCody, in Santa Cruz, if police find a homeless adult who's disabled, they take him out to the countryside and leave him alone. So that's why McCody decided to open these shelters, one for the physically disabled and one for the mentally disabled.
Y en el hospital encontré un paciente con una discapacidad física que no tenía familia y no tenía dónde ir. Y empecé a buscar un lugar donde llevarlo. Y no existe en Bolivia un lugar para personas con discapacidad.
The first shelter for the physically disabled has been open 6 years and has 21 residents. The other one, for the mentally disabled, opened a year and a half ago and houses 16. McCody finds some residents at the hospital where he volunteers, others a social service of the government brings to him. Sometimes people fall through the cracks and the police find them and take them out to the country.
Pero yo creo que si tendría 100 camas, la gobernación me las llenaría a las 100. Es un poquito duro porque la necesidad es grande.
McCody lives at the shelter with his adopted son. There are 3 full-time volunteers between the two shelters. Churches from around the world send him money so he can keep them up and running. Juan Ruiz Portugal, who owns the building for the mentally disabled, works with the residents as often as he can.
Some of them like to play soccer, as you see the ball there. Others like to play with little car toys, and they're just like autistic and being like that, and they like to play there. So some of them just want to be looking at the stars or something. So you get with them a little, and you see them laugh sometimes.
Both shelters provide food, housing, medical care, and clean clothes for residents. Hernan Torres, a resident, lost both legs to severe swelling due to diabetes 6 years ago, and then came to live at the shelter.
No necesitamos ni dinero, nada, porque tenemos que comer, tenemos nuestra cama, tenemos nuestro cuarto, tenemos nuestro techo. Y es por eso.
McCody says there is no limit on how long residents at either shelter can stay because most of them are not going to get better. They stay at the shelter until a family is found, and that often doesn't happen. So McCody is here for the long haul. He says as long as he has patience, he'll do what he can to help them.
Hasta que tenga fuerza para cuidarlos.
Reporting for Lemke Abroad in Santa Cruz, Bolivia, I'm Jenny Monk.